What up, cyber world? This is Logan, coming to you live from the man cave, aka my dad's basement. But hey, what are you gonna do? So this video is at 12:15 a.m. because I really have nothing better to do than to put some of my thoughts out there on the upcoming NFL season. I'm a little too dang excited for that. Kickoff is this Thursday. Packers Seahawks. It's gonna be awesome. Um, so I guess I'm just, if nothing else, probably not gonna get an audience from this. Whatever. Just going to maybe some therapy for me. Just kind of get these thoughts that I think about football. Kind of get them off my chest. Put them on a video. Whatever. Kind of helps. Have someone to talk football with. Talk football with myself to this camera right in front of me, which is kind of weird, but whatever. Anyways, so I thought I'd just kind of, I don't know if this is going to be a weekly thing or whatever, but at least this week I kind of wanted to take a look at some of the NFL storylines, just across the league for the first week of games. Obviously, by the way, yeah, there's my team. Supporting my boys, supporting my guys, the Denver Broncos. They didn't get it done last year. That was pretty miserable. I know they can do better. I know they can get back. I know they can beat that Seahawks team, but guess you just gotta shut up till you do it. But anyways, so I'll just start at the beginning. This Thursday, Packers versus Seahawks, game of the week in my opinion. Easily the game of the week. But first of all, football. Football is back. This is the first week of NFL football, and man, I have been itching for this. Just waiting all summer long for football. It's finally here. It's coming. So, what I'm looking for in this game. First of all, it's a big deal that this game is in Seattle. Otherwise, my pick for this game would be a little easier. But since the Seahawks are in Seattle, they just seem to be a different team when they're playing at home. So it makes my pick a little harder. Because otherwise, I'd probably go lean even more towards the Packers. But so what I'm looking for in this game. First of all, I think Russell Wilson's going to be better this year. It's crazy. The guy at the beginning of the year, I was watching him. I didn't think he did that much. Didn't have to do that much in that offense, but the guy can throw the football. He puts it on the money. In working with some weapons that really, are not that big a name. Like Doug Baldwin was his guy last year. This year he's got Percy Harvin. We'll see what happens with that. Still not completely sold. I don't know what he's going to look like in that offense. But the scary thing is that I think Russell Wilson is going to be a better quarterback throwing the ball this year. The defense, I don't think they'll be quite as good. They'll be very good. They won't be as lights out as they were last year. That being said, Aaron Rodgers. The guy is a bad man. Best QB in the game, in my opinion. In terms of well-roundedness, he's cerebral. He can make all the throws. Cannon arm. Can run. Got the legs. So this year I'm looking at the Packers and saying, wow, they got a run game now. Eddie Lacy, he proved last year he can get it done. And so he's also got a defense that I think is going to be better this year. Not anything spectacular, but good enough to get it done, and for Aaron Rodgers to take it the rest of the way home. So as you can kind of tell, I'm leaning towards the Packers in this game. I just like what Aaron Rodgers is going to do. I like the running game. I like the defense. Like I said, it's tough because Seattle's at home, but also, you look back last year, you got the Fail Mary game, and we all remember that, the botched call at the end. So, bottom line, Packers are going to be out for blood, and I think they're gonna take this game in a close one. I'll go 23-20 Packers, not a high-scoring affair or anything, 23-20. And then just quickly, fantasy implications for this game. Obviously, you're starting guys that you drafted high, like Rodgers, start them all year. Lacy, Nelson, Cobb, probably starting all those guys. I'd probably start Marshawn Lynch and Russell Wilson for the Hawks, unless you got a better option at QB. But I still like Russell Wilson. Other than that, I don't know that you're necessarily starting. Maybe Percy Harvin. Tough to know what he's going to do this year, but anyways, so that's what I think. That's the game of the week. That's the game I'm going to talk the most about. I'm just super excited to watch it, and yes, football season is here. So I'm just going to hit a few just the highlights, high points of what I'm looking for in each of the other games. It won't be as long as that one, but so we got Bills Bears. What will we see from the QBs? Is EJ Manuel the guy? Is he going to be able to get it done this year? I haven't really seen it. I didn't see it last year. I haven't seen it this preseason. I think he's going to struggle, honestly. Bills just signed Kyle Orton. I could see him coming in, I don't know, third or fourth game if the Bills start 0-3. And then the other QB in this game, obviously Jay Cutler, my boy from Denver. Big arm, lots of talent. Makes some boneheaded decisions sometimes, but this year he's got it. He's got the offensive weapons. He's got Forte back there. Him and Marshall have always been beasts. Alshon Jeffrey's coming on. Martellus Bennett, tight end, underrated. So I like what Chicago's got going on there on offense, and I'll take them in this game, 24-17. Redskins Texans. Which RG3 are we going to get this year? If we get the one from his rookie year, the Redskins will win this game. If he doesn't play well, that Texans D is going to take advantage of him. The Texans are going to be a better team this year. They're not going to be the worst team in the NFL. I watched them play my Broncos in the preseason, and they kind of pushed us around on offense. They're going to be a physical team, and they are going to play better. So if RG3 plays well, I think the Redskins win this game. But until I see it, I'm going to take a I'll believe it when I see it attitude with RG3. So for now, I'm going to go with the Texans to take this game 2014. Oh, next up, Browns Steelers. Browns Steelers. What a fart fest. So Brian Hoyer, he's the boring choice. I guess he's the right choice. I think he gives them a better chance to win right now. I don't know. He played well when he was in, and he was healthy last year. Don't know if he's going to get it done this year, but I think we probably will see Manziel at some point this year, unless the Browns' defense is able to carry them to some victories and Hoyer doesn't make mistakes. That being said, Steelers, I think, are going to be a sleeper this year. They've kind of sunken down in recent years, but I think they're kind of building back up. Sleeper this year. I actually hate the Steelers. Steelers are one of my least favorite teams. Larry Redford. But I do like them in this game. I'll go Steelers 2010. Bengals Ravens. This is a better matchup. I am interested in this game. First, there's lots of pressure on Joe Flacco this year. Give him credit. He stepped up big in the playoffs. But I don't know what it is. I just am not sold on Joe Flacco still. He makes big plays, but I don't know. He does some dumb stuff too. So that being said, there's going to be even more pressure on him. Ray Rice is going to be out. Bernard Pierce is banged up, so they're not going to have a running game. He's going to have to throw a lot. He's going to have to make big plays for this team in order for the Baltimore Ravens to win. Maybe when he gets those backs, Rice and Pierce back when they're healthy, maybe I see them maybe getting to go on offense a little more. But for now, I really like the Cincinnati Bengals defense. I like Andy Dalton to A.J. Green. I think they've got something in Giovanni Bernard. I think that they are going to win this game. Andy Dalton gets the win 30-23. Jags Eagles. What are the Jags going to be this year? I think Blake Bortles should see the field at some point this year. He looked good in the preseason. Honestly, I think they should start him. I mean, what do they have to lose? That being said, they're in rebuilding mode. They don't really have a whole lot going on for them. And the Eagles have a lot of firepower. I like them. I like them this year. Chip Kelly's offense is gonna put up a lot of points. If Nick Foles can be the Nick Foles from last year, then they're gonna be a tough team to beat. And I like them in the NFC East. Um, so yeah, that being said, LaShawn McCoy, Darren Sproles, they're gonna roll. I like the Eagles 34-14 in this game. Titans Chiefs, my nemesis, the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm actually from Kansas City. For those of you that may watch this and don't know me, so it's kind of weird that I ended up being a Broncos fan. But hey, I promise it's legitimate. I was like 7 years old, started watching football. That's when Elway TD won the Super Bowls, and so I jumped on then. But I haven't looked back. I've been faithful the entire time. I've gone through a lot of heartache, so it is what it is. Anyways, back to Chiefs Titans. I think there's a lot of questions for both of these teams. Um, that being said, I think there's more questions for the Titans. The Chiefs will be solid on D again this year. Besides, I think there's some question marks on the back end, in the secondary. Who's going to play corner for them? Who's going to step up? Who's going to make plays? But Chiefs are going to ride Jamal Charles this year. They're going to ride him this game. I think they're a better team than the Titans. I'll take the Chiefs in this game, 17-10. So next we have Patriots Dolphins. Patriots Dolphins. Need I say more? Tom Brady has always owned the Dolphins. I don't see that changing this year. The Dolphins are going to struggle again, I think, and just a lot of weapons for Tom Brady, a lot of weapons on defense for that New England team. So I think they'll win this one pretty handily. I'll go Patriots 28, Dolphins 17. Vikings Rams. Yawn. This game's actually a little more exciting than you think it is on paper, but then again, I think the main matchup in this game is going to be Adrian Peterson versus that front seven of the Rams. Rams defense really came on last year. I think they're going to be good again this year. So is Matt Castle going to give enough help in the passing game to open up some lanes for Adrian Peterson to get it done? I just don't know if I see that happening against this Rams defense. That being said, no Sam Bradford for the Rams. Sean Hill's going to be out there. I think he's competent backup. I think that it's going to be a close game. I do like the Rams because of that defense. I'll go Rams 23, Vikings 20. Saints Falcons. This ought to be a good game. I think the Falcons are going to bounce back this year. I think they'll be better. Matt Ryan and that offense are going to get it together. Julio Jones, Roddy Water, both healthy. Could be a huge year for those two. So that being said, Drew Brees is a beast. He's the man. I love Drew Brees. He's got Jimmy Graham on a new contract. He's got the new rookie in Brandon Cooks. He's got safety blanket Marcus Colston still there making plays. That Saints defense is kind of revamped from last year. I don't see the Falcons winning this game. I do think it'll be close. I think I'll give the edge to Drew Brees. Let's just put it that way. I'll go in a shootout, 38, 35 Saints. Raiders Jets. Ew. Raiders Jets. I'm a Raider hater. Everyone should be a Raider hater. Sorry if you're a Raiders fan. I know I don't really mean it, but I just don't get it. Like, I really don't. I was preparing for this video last week, and I was writing down some thoughts, and one of my thoughts was the Raiders should start Derek Carr. And today they actually announced, hey, Derek Carr's going to start. So, boom, chalk one up for me. I honestly didn't think they'd do it because they're the Raiders and they are intent on usually being pretty bad. But I think that Derek Carr gives that team a better chance to win. He is going to have some time to develop. He could be their future quarterback, so why not? Give him a shot.